Most of the city is asleep, but on an athletics track just south of the River Thames, a man in shorts, a t-shirt, and a makeshift gilet fashioned from a black bin bag runs laps, shivering and soaked to the bone. Not far behind, a pensioner from Norway, who flew in that morning, does the same, clad in a blue poncho from a pound shop. On the track's edge lies a small pile of vomit, evidence of a runner who emptied his stomach an hour earlier before picking himself up and carrying on. It's not unusual. Many others have been sick, including a 74-year-old former librarian who's vomited twice. Welcome to the world of 24-hour racing, where runners redefine the boundaries of pain, resilience, and possibility. The format is brutally simple: complete as many laps of a 400m track as possible within 24 hours. Whoever racks up the most miles wins. As puddles grow and the temperature plummets overnight at Battersea Park Athletics Club, survival becomes the only priority for these runners. But what compels them to endure such relentless punishment? What drives someone to keep going when both body and mind scream to stop? If there's one thing we all have in common, it's that we're weird, says Robbie Britton, a former British record holder and veteran of 12 such races. You're guaranteed at least 12 hours of pain. There's no other sport where you start in peak fitness and, if everything goes right, can't walk the next day. Lithuanian runner Alexander Sorokin, who broke the 24-hour world record in 2022 by covering 198 miles, the equivalent of 7 marathons at a 3:10 pace, shares similar sentiments. I absolutely don't enjoy it. I hate it because I know it's big suffering, he admits. Despite the pain, the appeal lies in the challenge. James Elson, who has run 13 of these races, describes it as the purest form of running. The joy comes from the difficulty. At noon under blue skies, 42 runners line up at the start of the Sri Chinmoy Self-Transcendence 24-hour track race. By the time the gun goes off, the clock begins its unrelenting countdown. Every second spent eating, drinking, or resting is time lost. Some runners even manage these tasks without stopping. The pace at the start is deceptive. Leaders cover 10K casually chatting and hit marathon distance within 3.5 hours. Yet pacing is crucial. Patricia Seabrook, the oldest competitor at 84, opts for a brisk walk. A veteran of 19 races and 522 marathons, she says, "While I can still do it, I will." For many, finishing the race, let alone winning, isn't the goal. It's about personal achievement, battling inner demons, and testing their limits. For some, running is therapy. For others, it's a chance to embrace the unknown. Throughout the night, the track becomes a grueling battleground of body and mind. Rain lashes down, and temperatures drop, pushing runners to their breaking point. At night, the fight begins, says Sorokin. If you win that, you win the race. Support crews play a crucial role, offering encouragement, food, and first aid when needed. Yet, even the most well-prepared runners face physical and psychological challenges. Blisters, nausea, and hallucinations are common. One runner recalls peeing in his pants to save time during a downpour. Another relied on baby food because chewing was unbearable. As the hours tick by, camaraderie builds among the competitors. High fives and fist bumps become the norm. Despite the relentless struggle, there's humor. A fox steals an energy gel, a runner collapses near a bin while a friend mops up vomit, and a concert nearby ironically blares, "I would walk 500 miles." By dawn, the rain eases and spirits lift. Runners push through exhaustion for the final stretch, some sprinting in the closing seconds to squeeze in one last lap. When the 24 hours end, there's no roaring finish line, just runners stopping wherever they are and placing a pot of sand to mark their position. For most, the aftermath is brutal: blistered feet, throbbing muscles, and utter exhaustion. Yet, the sense of achievement is unparalleled. It's like shaking hands with yourself and saying, "Well done," says first-timer Richard Hallsmith. So, why do they do it? For these runners, being normal holds no appeal. As Britton puts it, imagine being described as normal. That would be rubbish, wouldn't it?